As I discussed with Peter Gammons during the year 2001, 2002, 2003, I experimented with a banned substance that eventually triggered a positive test. In September of 2004, I had a meeting with Gene Orgeant. During that meeting, he explained to me that I had been among the players from which people might conclude that I tested positive. That was as specific as Gene could be, because Gene stated to me that there were a number of players on that list who might not have actually tested positive. I think it is important to note that the tests that were taken in 2003 were requested and voted by players to determine the extent of the drug problem in Major League Baseball. Going back to 2001, my cousin started telling me about a substance that you could purchase over the counter in DR in the streets is known as Boli or Bole. It was his understanding it would give me a dramatic energy boost and otherwise harmless. My cousin and I, one more ignorant than the other, decided it was a good idea to start taking it. My cousin would administer it to me, but neither of us knew how to use it properly, providing just how ignorant we both were. It was at this point we decided to take it twice a month for about 6 months during the 2001, 2002, and 2003 season. We consulted no one and had no good reason to base that decision. It was pretty evident that we didn't know what we were doing. We did everything we could to keep it between us, and my cousin did not provide any other players with it. I stopped taking it in 2003 and haven't taken it since. I stopped taking the substance for several reasons. In 2003, I had a serious neck injury, and it scared me half to death. I was scared for my career, and truly, my career after baseball, my life after baseball. Secondly, after our voluntary test, all the players voted for a Major League drug policy. At that time, it became evident to me how serious this all was, and I decided to stop then. Since that time, I've been tested regularly. I've taken urine tests consistent with Major League Baseball and blood tests for the World Baseball Classic. Before I walked here today, I took a test as part of my physical, and I'll take another blood test next week for the Classic. In the days ahead, I know that a lot of people are going to debate my past with various opinions. People are going to talk about my future as though it's already been determined. However, I realize that these opinions are out of my control. What is in my control is going out and doing the job that I'm blessed to do. Spring training represents a new start for me and a chance to win a championship. 2 opportunities I'm very excited about. It isn't lost on me the good fortune I've received from playing baseball. When I entered the pros, I was a young kid, the major leagues. I was 18 years old, right out of high school. I thought I knew everything, and I clearly didn't. Like everyone else, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. The only way I know how to handle them is to learn from them and move forward. One thing I know is for sure, that baseball is a lot bigger than Alex Rodriguez. And to my teammates, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to need the still photographers, please. You need to clear this aisle. We've got wireless mics. I can't tell if there's stills in that aisle there, but you kindly move. We can begin the Q&A. The guy in the front here, Ed, please be reminded there are no follow-ups.
Mark Benarzik, ESPN Radio 1040 in Tampa Bay. Alex, if your name was never asked, revealed in the Sports Illustrated report, would you have come out on your own volition?
You know, I haven't thought about that much. The fact is that it came out, and I'm here to, you know, share my story and put it out there, and hopefully I can put this behind me, and my teammates don't have to carry the burden of, you know, answering all the questions for me. So,
Bruce Beck, NBC.
Bruce Beck, WNBC TV. Alex, you talked about the pressure of being the highest paid player in baseball in Texas as one of the reasons for using performance-enhancing drugs. When you came to New York in 2004, pretty tough place to play, you discontinued the use. Can you talk about why?
well, I think I was curious, and like I said in Peter's interview, I was young, and I was 24, 25 years old. I mean, I keep going back to I entered the game when I was 18, you know, and for a lot of people, if I had a son, I would definitely recommend going to college and having an opportunity to grow up. And I didn't. And I felt, like I said in my statement, that after my neck injury and after I realized Major League Baseball was implementing tests, this was serious business, and it was time to grow up. And since I've realized that I don't need any of it. I've played my best baseball in my career, and had my best year of all time in '07. So I'm glad that's past me. I look forward to playing more baseball.
Pete.
Alex, you said you took the substance for 3 years. What was the benefit of taking it, and when you stopped taking it, did you notice any difference when you did stop?
I'm not sure what the benefit was. I will say this: when you take any substance or anything, and especially in baseball, it's half mental and half physical. If you take this glass of water and you say, I'm going to be a better baseball player, if you believe it, you probably will be. So I certainly felt more energy, but it's hard to say. Hard to say.
We're going to go to your right, Alex, to Hal.
Alex, when you took these substances, was it in pill form or were you actually injected?
Injected.
We'll go to Bob, to your left, Alex.
Alex, since this came out a week and a half ago, there have been a lot of people talking about this being cheating. Do you consider what you did cheating?
That's not for me to determine. I'm here to say that I'm sorry. I'm here to say that in some ways I wish I went to college and got an opportunity to grow up at my own pace. You know, I guess when you're young and stupid, you're young and stupid. And I'm very guilty for both those.